You said interesting point about the research. You said it need to be, for you at least, between 30 to 90 days. Any reason for that?
You should not outlive the period of the business that you're intending to do. So you need to put up a stopgap. So I generally try to do it within the first 30 days itself. But in the worst scenario, it should not be beyond 90 days. So all the people listening to our conversation need to be aware that you have to dig deep into the business segment that you are into or you are planning to get into. Without knowledge, you will not be able to control the resources that you have integrated for the sustenance, survival and growth of the business that you are getting into. So you need to be extremely knowledgeable in the segment and the sector that you are. Also, this kind of learning helps. So you might learn most of it in the first 90 days, but constantly also you need to be learning, because business is all about newness. And how can you bring new elements into a existing business and an old business that you are already running currently. So it's all about newness. What is the new angle that you will bring into the business which will give you the next level of growth? Otherwise, when you do X amount of efforts, you get X amount of results. If you want to go X plus Y, you really need to get newness bringing into your business. A very simple way that I follow is, suppose if I am getting into a restaurant business, I will not only see the trends that's happening in Mumbai, but I will also get into understanding the trends which is happening across the multiple cities of India and across the multiple cities of the world. So my eyes are always teaching me. So if I'm in Dubai, I will go to the restaurants in Dubai and try to see what they are doing different, which can be implemented in the business that I do, which can be added to Sante Spa cuisine back home in India. So I always become a good learner. And when you are an entrepreneur, actually you need to be a continuous student. You need to be learning all the time. Everybody around you is teaching you something or the other. Etiquettes, customer management, vendor management, your infrastructure management, your maintenance management. So all the time you are in the learning mode. As I'm talking to you, as we are conducting this podcast, even here I'm learning that how much planning goes into getting something done as simple as a podcast. So imagine how much planning should be there for a construction of a building, or for operating of a restaurant, or for making a film and movie. So it's all about preparation. But preparation can happen in the right direction if your research has really served you with the right information.
I have a question. The best hummus I tried was in Sante. Is it influenced from Dubai?
Well, it is not influenced from Dubai, but definitely Dubai is a benchmark. It's a Middle Eastern dish, so definitely you get great hummus in the Middle Eastern part of the world. But it is improvised a lot. Like Sante Spa cuisine was born in Pune, in Koregaon Park, common wall away from Osho Ashram. So when the people from Osho Ashram started coming to Sante Spa cuisine, the chef started curating the taste as per the needs of these foreigners. And automatically we could design something which is very different from the regular hummus or the other dishes that's available elsewhere. To an extent that 70% of the food that you might experience in Sante is invented by Sante. And it's a combination of ingredients. We don't use any colors, flavors, additives or preservatives into the food that we prepare at Sante Spa cuisine. Now, when you do research, I researched all of this before I ventured as a partner into Sante Spa cuisine. You get me? I went there as a customer. I saw with my eyes how the customers are being handled, what is the food being served, how it is being served, the taste of the food, the price of the food, the quantity of the food, how are the expressions of the other people eating in that restaurant. So that was my homework for a venture that I'm getting into. And only once I was convinced that yes, this is the best restaurant that I should be associated with, that is the time I took the plunge. And it was not easy, but I took it. There were other challenges also, but I overcame those challenges. Life is all about obstacles to opportunities. The founder of that particular business didn't want to share the equity. So I had to convince her to accept me as a partner in the business. Many a times the entrepreneurs want me to become a partner with them and they convince me. But sometimes when the business is robust, well established and growing, it is difficult to get into those companies. So you need to have a combination of both.
Well, I doubt if someone can convince you, because I tried about some businesses for past 2-3 years, but it didn't work. But talking about Sante, I still go back because I'm a foodie. And I have to say, I feel hungry now, and I hope that for the lunch break, we're going to have Sante.
100%.
Yeah. So there is this pomegranate pizza. I remember after having it, I went and I talked to my friend. That's the main topic I talked to my friends about. And I said, there is pomegranate pizza. They say, how is possible? I seen like, okay, 2-3 pieces, but like pizza full of pomegranate, that's not possible. And that's a very interesting place. I mean, I always, whenever I go to Sante, I come outside surprised. Okay, if I tell someone I had this kind of food and it was good and yummy, it's kind of funny for anyone to believe it. But that's that when you said that, because you were in Pune and there's so many foreigners that were coming there, and of course the chef had to study their taste, their palate, and then all this creativity came out. And interesting, because when we talk about the research, so that's all is connected to that.